Righty. Welcome back, everybody. I think I'm live. Maybe I should check real quick, but welcome back, everybody, to another top 10 comic books of the month. Of course, I'm here with KhiBucks. He's been joining me for a ton of these new comic book weeklies, and we had to have him on again. It's the end of the month, man. We got to talk some of the best comics of the month. And then after that, we'll get into maybe what's releasing this week. And then after that, when after Kai maybe leaves, we'll be opening up some action figures as well. I think I got
Okay.
the overhead camera working, so that should be fun.
Word,
I'm
word.
trying to think, dude. Where should we start? I guess we usually start with our monthly shout outs, dude. That might be the
Yes, we do.
perfect place. Um,
Yeah.
I'll I'll throw it to you, man. Well, I guess as you're going through your monthly shoutouts, was it like hard coming up with this month's list? That's always like a fun thing we keep track of. But then of course I'll give it to you for monthly shoutouts as well.
This month was, I won't say easy, but I won't say hard either. I think I'm like in the middle with this
Okay,
month. Because this month was definitely, it was a great month. It was an amazing month for comics. Um, but I didn't find it insanely challenging for this month. But I did like, had to think about, okay, what's gonna go here and all that stuff, trying to really situate my list and how I feel about these issues. So I don't think it was that hard, but it was I guess a little bit of a challenge, but not too crazy. Not too crazy.
yeah, dude. Same for me, kind of. It was like I kind of knew the ones, but what's the placement of them? That was like really the tough part. Absolutely, dude.
Yep. Placement's always the toughest part.
Um, but yeah, with that being said, man, I'll throw it to you for monthly shoutouts.
All right. So monthly shout outs. We're gonna start off with the big one here. It was close to making my top 10, but fortunately it got bumped out. But we're gonna talk about DCKO
Okay,
because
nice.
I think this was a banger start to an event. It had twists and turns. I really like the dialogue. I think the art here is very stellar. It's very strong. Um, but yeah, man, DCKO was a banger, man. Like some of these panels were just kind of outrageous. Like I love the art. I think it was Javier Fernandez on the art, if I'm not mistaken.
He's got a cool
But
style, man.
his art style is really freaking cool. But like I said, I think I really like what they were doing here. We get to see what Darkseid looks like finally. So we see his form, his like final form or whatever the case. Then I think we know the consequences, we know the stakes that we're in. I think it established that as well. But also, man, like the fact that it took out Batman first issue
Man,
is crazy. Like that, but that's what I like though. I mean, obviously we know with Night Fight, he's not really dead, but like
right?
but he's not in the tournament still. So it's like that I think that's a very bold swing, man. I think DC really is doing something. I also love how the heroes got to hang out with their families before this event, like because they obviously knew it was gonna come. Uh, like I love this. I love this event, man. This is a banger for a start. I don't know like how you are on it, Cody, but I personally really loved it. I think this is like really refreshing for DC, especially to go with characters that are maybe not as popular as others. But very intriguing event, like just the way how it's structured. I'm really digging it. I think it's a great start.
Nah, dude, I love that shout out, man. I love that. I don't know if you have any other monthly shout outs, but
Oh, I do.
DCKO was something on my list to shout out. So I'm
Okay.
glad that we're giving it some love.
Okay,
Echoing
great,
all
great.
your points, man. I just really like it as a start to an event. The fact they killed off Batman, I mean, just breaking everybody's bracket on issue one, right? So that's a ton of fun, man. Yeah, yeah. That's a monthly shout out for me for sure.
Definitely, definitely. All right, the next one we got is from Image. It is Good Devils Don't Play Fair with Evil. This is by David Brothers, and the art is by Absolute Batman artist Nick Dragata.
That's what it is.
Um,
Okay. I was gonna say that was
so
familiar, but I didn't know. Okay.
yeah, I love this, man. This was a great anthology series. Jagoda's art is just like I don't even know how to explain, bro. Like
He's
his
like
art is
that,
just
bro.
he's just like yeah, he's like that. He's really that dude, bro. I just love that. We had the first story, which was mainly like in black and white. But Jagoda just does an amazing job on paneling and his structure. Uh, the way how everything is just seems so fluid. Like I don't know. But
Wow, dude.
yeah, this is great stuff here, man. It's definitely this I would describe this book as like pretty much like survival. Survival is a very big thing in this book. Survival and fighting your battles head on, facing your fears. These are the things that come to mind when I think about this one shot. But this was really good, man. Very expressive paneling and all this stuff, man. It's just great. So I really love this one shot. So shout out to the David brothers and Nick Jagata for doing this one shot. I think this was fantastic. A book that I also wish could have made my top 10, but man, it was so hard
Right.
because there was just other top tier books, man. Like it was a tough, it's a pretty tough month, honestly. Pretty tough month. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Good Devils Don't Play Fair with Evil, I would highly suggest it. It's a 64-page one shot and it's amazing. So
Dang,
and
dude.
then
That
we're
wasn't even
gonna
on my radar, bro. Should have been. I think maybe because it was like a one shot, you know what I mean? So okay.
Yeah, it's a one shot. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Speed Racer Tales from the Road. This is
Nice,
also a
dude.
one shot. Pretty sure this was like 40 pages. But me and Cody, if you've seen our last vids, I touched on this in Cody's video about this book a bit. But this book was insane. The art is wild. I still can't believe how amazing the art was in this book. So shout out to Sebastian P- uh Paris or Paris. I don't know how to really. I'm butchering it, but he's a great artist. He's an amazing artist. He did his thing in this issue. I like the storytelling in here as well. I think Mark Russell did a solid job on writing and seeing the different parallels between Racer X and this other like I guess you could say mob guy or like a Viking. He looks like very interesting parallel to each other, telling their stories and why they do what they do and all this great stuff, man. So this is just a amazing book, but it's just also just very visually pleasing. I just love what Sebastian was doing here, man. The color palette is very intriguing. I think it's eye candy, if you ask me. So, but yeah, I would say this is my last shout out.
Nice, dude. Okay, so that's still on my list is to check out some of the Mad Cave Speed Racer stuff, Tales from the Road. Like that's been on my list because I know you've been hyping it up, and I say it all the time, guys. KhiBucks, he's the tastemaker, guys. Best recommendations anywhere on the internet, man. Um, let me think. Let me think for my shoutouts. Okay, so I think we covered DCKO. I
Yeah,
think other than that, I just wanted to give some love to the turtle books for the month, man. So obviously we're closing out
W.
with Jason Aaron, Juan Ferreira. Didn't quite make my top 10 with
Mm,
this finale to their arc. A
right,
lot of things that I loved about it, maybe kind of the rush battle with the big monster, like had some cool moments, but you know, on to the next era, I guess, for the Turtles. But then I really love some moments from this annual. I don't know if you picked this up or maybe
I
people in the
did.
audience. Yeah, dude, some really just, it's like it's a story of Leo doing his thing, and then like Michelangelo, what he was doing before the events of this series starting, which that was something I wanted kind of filled in. I was a little bit confused why the brothers were split up to begin with, right? Um,
Right,
so it was kind of cool seeing like that little bit of a backstory, but then all this stuff at the end, man, where Leo gets into like I wasn't there for you, Donnie, and like you got put in jail, or like sorry, Raph got put in jail, and like Donnie, I wasn't there for you. Like I'm the big brother. I was supposed to be protecting you guys. Like that shit hit me hard, dude, as being an older brother. Um so yeah, dude, like I just it's all of a sudden reading this Ninja Turtles annual, I was like, man, this has got to be my monthly shout outs because that just hit me right in the feels, dude. So that's got to be my monthly shout outs. DCKO, great start to an event. I'm sure we'll be talking about it more as the months go on, me and Kai. And
yes, sir.
got to give some love to the Ninja Turtles, man. One era is over. We're on to the new era, man. It's kind of weird that we didn't get kind of like a taste of the new creative team jumping on, maybe like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I would have liked that. Yeah, I agree.
Not, not that this creative team like was bad by any means, but it's kind of just like, okay, they're not even associated with the next era. It kind of seems like. But anyways, yeah, dude, some good stuff there. What's your thoughts on like annuals in general? Like, do you typically tend to stay away from annuals, or Like, are you one to pick up them if it's a series you're picking up as well?
I'm definitely one to pick them up, especially if it's
Yeah,
a series that I'm grabbing. It's like I'm obligated to, because it's like when I look back, like the last annual I remember that I picked up that was like actually important was Nightwing had an annual recently. I think that was like a month
right?
ago, maybe a month or two ago. But like that annual was very integral to the story, like
Yeah,
very integral. So like if I missed out on that, I wouldn't have known. Like if somebody would have brought it up, I would have been like, wait, what are you talking about? But so yeah, I always pick up annuals for series that I read just because it can tell, it could be something very integral to the plot or a story of what's going on or the events that's going on. So I definitely pick it up. I pick up annuals.
I'm an annual guy too. I know some people like they see the more expensive price and then maybe they stay away from it, but like you're saying, man, like with that Nightwing one, I mean, that was like it should have been like one of the main. It should have been like a backup story in the main, title or whatever. But yeah,
I
so
agree.
I'm one to pick up annuals. Before we get into our top 10, we got Ian in the chat. He says, "How's it going, dude?"
What is
Oh,
going on, Ian?
that's a good question, dude. So Kai, I didn't ask you for Halloween. Did you dress up or by any chance? Did you do any like cosplay or any like costume or anything?
Nah, nah.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I Man, I mean, like, obviously, I'm all down for spooky season. Horror is my favorite genre. Like,
Right, right.
so I just I don't do the dress up thing. But maybe I might have to get out like my comfort zone one of these times and just do it. But nah, this year I did not do it. I haven't dressed up in a long time for Halloween. I don't even remember last time I did it. It's been years. Like, I don't know.
Dude,
So
I
I don't
got
know.
you. Yeah. I'm not like one to dress up either, but I was like, man, I was so inspired this year. I was seeing a bunch of our mutuals, um, like Cosmic Collector. He went all green for Beast Boy, dude. I was like, dude, you're
Yeah,
crazy, man. So
yeah.
so yeah,
Stuff.
dude, shout out to the mutuals dressing up for Halloween. I think that stuff's real fun. Um, but yeah, dude, with that being said, I guess it's probably time to jump right into our top 10. I always throw it to you first. And if you're out there in the audience, we're trying to keep track of me and Kai, some common books, maybe some common placements. That's always fun. So yeah, dude, I'll throw it to you for top 10.
So starting off number 10, the end of an era. Batman and Robin Year One,
Oh
Mark
wow, yep.
Waid, Chris Samney. Uh Man, they couldn't have ended this any better.
True.
Honestly. I think this is amazing. I don't think anything felt rushed or anything just felt out of place or like or maybe like at the end of this, like I didn't have any questions. It was just it felt complete. This felt like a very complete series. Mark Waid, Chris Samney nailed it. I will say though, before, like I definitely was a little bit skeptical because they kept the 32-page format. But the way how it turned out, I have no complaints. None at all. This is how I kind of, I guess you could say, envisioned it to end. So amazing stuff, man. Chris Wade, Mark Samney, you have gave us one of the best Batman books of the year. Top three, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, end of an era, man. Just great stuff by Mark Waid and Chris Samney. Also giving my boy Bats his blue suit, like, come
Yeah,
on,
dude.
bruh. Come on now. That's like Mark Wade gets it, man. He gets it. That was amazing. I love that. I also loved how Bruce got Dick back. That was great. And I loved how they uh put that in this issue because honestly I was wondering how that was going to happen because after their
Right.
fight Dick goes back home and it's like and Bruce is really wanting better for Dick, but he really did fight for the kid and he ended up getting custody back, so that was amazing, that was great. And then this last panel, man, come on, this last panel is beautiful. It's just beautiful stuff, especially the lines they had in this where he's like, oh, like, look out Gotham, here comes the dynamic duo. It's just like it's something about it that just kinda, like, warms your heart. It
Gives you
has a bit,
goosebumps, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, it has a bit of a cheesy feel, but, like, it works, and I f
Yep.
so but, yeah, that's my number 10.
That's a great number 10, dude. Shout out again to Ian. He says, great to see you guys. It's great to see you, Ian. Thanks for joining us.
Great to
Um,
see you, brother.
yeah, dude. No, that's a great number 10. I'll save my thoughts on it, dude. But man, what a great way to end it. Totally agree on that. My number 10, this is something that I know, we talked about previously, but thinking on it more, I mean, it's got to get a top 10 placement, dude. Invisible Man
It
issue
is
number
amazing.
3.
It is amazing.
I just remember us talking about like the sequence of him falling more and more invisible, and you see his skin to his bones to his eyes, and then you get to that last page, and it's revealed who's the Invisible Man of this entire series. Like, is this kid gonna be the one like haunting the town or like killing people or whatever?
Right.
So yeah, man, I'm just excited to see what happens in issue number 4. But a series that's really taken me by surprise because issue number 1, I remember a couple months ago, I think you might have had it on your list,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. And
I think
I was like, issue 1, it didn't quite do it for me, but I mean they cemented the premise by issue number 3. I'm just like totally in love with Denise artwork. James Tynion the fourth, he just does it again, like this slow kind of building series. And yeah, man, another great entry. Universal Monsters. I've been picking them up every single issue, dude. They've been blowing me away,
yeah,
dude. Really, really cool stuff coming out of Image Skybound. So that's got
I
to be
agree.
my number 10 of the month, dude.
Absolutely. Gotta be. All right. That's a great number 10. Coming in at my number 9. We're going with the Ultimates. This is number 17. Very
Nice,
strong
dude.
stuff here, man. I think, I mean, you also touched on this issue before, but how this is the continuation to issue 4. Um, while I don't think this is like on par with issue 4, honestly, I think issue 4 from a story structure is probably better than this issue, but this issue was still amazing. I think it's great getting more Doctor Doom, because this is a guy who is broken, who is layered, and we see him go through constant changes. He, has these constant attempts to change himself or to uh like he has these experiments. He has these experiments and they don't come out to be what they're supposed to be. He still carries that burden that he felt like he failed the Fantastic Four. So
Yeah.
like it's really great. It's great stuff, man. It's great stuff. But it's what I find so intriguing about Doom just as a character. It's just the layers of his character that is just so interesting. He's really the definition of like an onion. You could just keep peeling it and get more layers and layers out of him. So this was just one of those issues for me. It was amazing. Great stuff, man. Really great stuff. So I loved the Ultimates this issue. Some great stuff. I know we didn't get the main artist for this issue. I think this was a guest artist, but the guest artist still did a great job.
Right.
Um,
Yep.
so yeah, definitely some great stuff. Read the Ultimates if you're not reading it, because that and Ultimate Spider-Man are the only two books that I find amazing about Ultimate Universe. And then Ultimate X-Men, I find that to be great. I think that's actually underrated. But so yeah, pick it up for sure.
Yeah, dude. Listen, not even gonna bury the lead or whatever. It's also my number 9. So
Oh
that's
dang,
cool. We got a line
dang.
up there, but dude,
Yeah.
it's like you said, when they first did issue number 4 and seeing the 4 stories going at once, like that was so mind blowing to me. Just like, oh, you can do that in a comic. Like, oh yeah, no duh.
Right.
But just to see
Mhm.
it laid out was really cool. To have the
Right.
sequel of that is still cool, not as cool as that first time, right? But
Yeah.
still a very good story. Like you said, this Doctor Doom, he's deep, very tragic hero, or trying to be a hero. There's all that bit with him being tortured, and the maker takes out like the part of his brain that, what is it, like that feels uh like, oh, I solved the problem, like that kind of feeling that you get after that. He like takes
Mhm.
that out of his head or whatever. Um so just insanely tragic stuff between him and the maker. Um, yeah, that profound euphoric moment when everything suddenly clicks into place. It's the best feeling in the world, isn't it? You can be honest with me, Doom. I already know how you feel. Not even loves comes close to it for you. That's why I cut it out. That feeling, or your capacity to feel it anyways. So yeah, it's just like the maker is such an evil. He's got to be like one of the most evil comic book characters ever, right? Like
Ever. Yeah. Ever. For sure.
this guy's a
For sure.
maniac, like torturing someone for years and years and years and years on end, or whatever it is, right? Like using time travel to torture them again and again. It's like, oh my god, dude. So,
He's
yeah,
different,
just
man.
because from this series, like you were saying, this version of Doom, you just want more of him in this series, and we get little teases. He'll be in a panel or two, but the issues that really focus on him are some of the highlights from the series. So yeah, dude, Ultimate 17, just keeping it going. It's it's tragic that this is ending, like the whole Ultimate
Yeah,
Universe.
yeah,
Um, but like you're saying, maybe it's not such a bad thing if the Ultimates and the Ultimate Spider-Man maybe get some Ultimate X-Men or like the highlights. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah, that's got to be my number nine. The Ultimates. We got a couple more issues, dude. I think this series has been amazing.
yeah. It has been. Uh, Coming in at my number eight, Rick Remender here. We're going with Escape. This is issue number
Nice.
three. Great stuff here, man. Honestly, I mean, I think we also touched on this as well. This is definitely a tension build type of issue where it keeps you on the edge of your seat and you're just guessing. I mean, like it really keeps you guessing. It really has you on your toes, and you're just wanting to find out what's gonna happen next. Uh, but yeah, this was very action packed. This was definitely more of like a. This is like a big chase scene. Honestly, this is what this book was. A very big chase scene as they are trying to hunt down my boy. But Daniel Acuna's art, I think we all know how amazing his art is. It is breathtaking stuff, bro. Like I'm just happy that he's on the title because
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel Acuna, he's one of those artists that just gets forgotten of how amazing he is. So I'm just glad he's on the title. I really wish he would do more, but then again, I don't know like his process. Like I don't know how long it takes for him to
Right.
craft stuff
Yeah.
like this because maybe it takes him a while. But man, I love this art and I just love the action set pieces that were in here. That ending is very interesting, like how he's caught up in between with having to save that woman and her child. So that's going to be interesting. It's interesting to see how he's going to get out of this rabbit hole because he is trapped down there, but now he has to worry about another person's safety as well. So great issue, man. Rick Remender, he don't miss on indie titles. I'm just convinced. I like everything I've read from him indie wise. He hasn't missed. Like I don't know. He's just different. And that won't be the last that you hear from him on this list. Won't be the last.
Oh, I
I'm
like it,
say,
dude. Okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
won't be the last.
Um, Listen, I gotta admit, eight's a little. I thought it'd be higher on your list. Not gonna lie,
I know, I know.
it's t
I
but
it was tough. It
it's
was
a tough
tough.
month, like we were saying.
It's
Um,
tough.
Dude, such a good point about Daniel Cunha. Like when Avengers Twilight was coming out, I'm like, man, this artist is so good. And then,
Yeah,
the series ends, months go by, and you don't remember Daniel Cunha, and he's back, dude. So he's like, hey, you guys remember me. You have to remember me, guys. So,
right.
um, yeah, dude, Daniel Cunha, love it. Um, that's all I'll say for now. That's all I'll say for now. But yeah, dude, love Escape. Nice pick for number eight. This might surprise some people. Maybe people see this as a little low. Absolute Wonder Woman number 13. Not
Okay.
sure if that's lower than some people might expect. Um, Maybe for me, I guess the big part of it, you're not getting the Hayden Sherman on the art. Even though I did like this fill-in artist, it's tough jumping into Hayden Sherman's shoes. Like that's a I would hate that job, but yeah, this issue finds Diana traveling all around the world trying to fight that crackle electricity monster thing that might have like a surprising origin, might be Diana's soul or something like that. Like we'll have to see what happens in the next issue. Um, but yeah, just seeing Diana kind of out of her element, um, up against this challenge. She's not really sure like what to do about it. And just seeing her more out in the human world, helping people sometimes, like just running into civilians. That's something that I've been we're down in the maze in the last arc. What about Diana like helping humans, right? Um,
Right.
so getting back to that a little bit whenever she can. And yeah, man, just another great issue of Absolute Wonder Woman. Um, Maybe down a little bit from where it would be if Hayden Sherman was on the art, but still think it's a great issue and had to make my list. And that's all I'll say for now, like regarding the absolute titles. But yeah, dude, that
Definitely.
had to be my number eight.
Yeah, that is an amazing book. It's the best absolute. So
Oh yeah.
great pick there. Coming in at number seven, we are talking about Captain America number four.
Ooh.
This
What's
had to
that
be on
cover
here.
too? Is that the Chip
This
Zdarsky?
this is the Chip Zdarsky cover. Yeah,
Nice,
this
dude.
is the Chip Zdarsky cover. But this had to be on this list, bro. This is the best issue of the series.
Dude.
Um,
Yeah.
it's bad, bro. It's so badass. Like just everything. Like because you obviously get like Captain America's past, or not even Captain America's past. I think this was more of a what's the other guy who's
I think
Captain
his name's
America? I
like
forgot his name.
Colton or something like that.
Yeah, like Colton. So we're getting his past, but then we're also getting the current stuff that's happening with Doom and Captain America. And Captain America, man, he is so well written and so well represented in this issue. I think Chip Zdarsky really does just get Captain America and what he stands for. So I think that is just amazing. But the back and forth between Cap and Doom, like it just felt like they were exchanging bars at this point. Like they were like this line here where he goes, Doom has no ego for you to toy with, Captain. Everything I do for Latveria. But your point is sound. Doom is a symbol. So let us represent our nations. Yes, he says Latveria versus America to the death. It is so, and then you get this panel. Like it's too good. The dialogue is insane. Everything about this book is just insane. It's wild. Doom is out here aura farming. Look at this dude down here. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, bro? This book is insane. It's outrageous. But that ending, man, I don't know, man. That Colton dude might be like, he might be on some like he might be on some US agent stuff next issue.
Dude, for
I
real,
don't
dude.
know. That ending is I'm like, yo, that's
He's
just
gonna be a
wild, man. But
terror,
yeah,
dude, in the next issue, dude, for sure.
this is easily Marvel's one of Marvel's best books out right now. Like it's not even it's not up for debate. This is top five and it's not five. Chip is really doing something special here with this book. So yeah, I had to give Captain America up here. This is the first time I actually had it on my top 10 list. The first time I think it's the
Oh,
first. Is it
okay.
the
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
Maybe.
It
Either
might
that or the
be.
second. Either that or the second time. But yeah,
Yeah.
that
Unless like
issue though.
issue 1, whenever that came out, ended up on our list,
Yeah,
maybe.
because
Um,
issue one, I definitely gave 5 stars. So I'm wondering if I had it in my top 10 or maybe I had it as like an honorable mention. It's one or the other. But yeah, issue one was phenomenal. I think that was also one of the best issue ones I read this year.
listen, another lineup. We love it when this happens. Number
Okay,
7, Captain
let's
America
go.
as well, dude. So something about the
That's
Marvel books this month. I don't know. But
Marvel was
yes,
cooking this
listen,
month.
dude. I mean, just to reiterate all your points, man, this was such a good issue. Like
Yeah,
it's Captain America and it's Doom, but it's like their ideals of like uh like a dictatorship versus like freedom
freedom.
and like
Yeah,
Doom trying to make an example of the freedom fighters, Captain America jumping in to save them. But then at the same time we're getting that really compelling like when you read a Captain America series like having this focus on this Colton character, maybe some people would see it as a negative, but I think the kind of reflection of like his journey and his journey through the armed service or whatever like reflected off Captain America's, and he's trying to deal with these questions himself like, is America the bad guy? Like, am I doing
right.
all these things for bad reasons or whatever? Like, really compelling stuff from Chip Zdarsky, and then Valerio Schiti's artwork.
Yeah,
So dude, this
stick.
hat, I'm begging on my hands and knees for this to be the pair for like an 80 plus Captain America run or something.
Listen, I would love
Like,
that. I
please,
would
dude,
love
because
that.
it's such a cool style for Captain America. I'm loving it. And then Chip Zdarsky is just killing it on this series. It's so good.
So good.
So you hesitated a little bit. I noticed it when you said that this might be the best or it's top five. For
It's up
me, I
there,
think
man.
it's the best, dude. I
I'm
think
I'm
it
not mad
is.
at that. I'm
You know what I
not mad
mean?
at that at all.
Like at
I'm
this
not mad at
point,
that at
like
all.
4 issues in, like I'm eagerly anticipated issue number 5. I'm just loving this Captain America. The only thing is it's a little bit confusing, like when he came out of the ice and like how that relates to the timeline of Marvel history or whatever. But you can't
Right.
get like too bogged down in it, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you gotta like let Chip Zdarsky cook. Like he wanted to do it
Hmm.
this way. Like, but
I
I guess
agree.
there like might be an event next year that Chip Zdarsky kind of heading up, and it has a lot to do with this series. So you
Yeah,
guys
I
got to
think
be reading
it's
it, man. So
pretty
yeah,
sure
dude.
it was. It's pretty sure it's called like Armageddon. Like
I
it's
think you're
something
right.
Armageddon. But
Armageddon.
yeah,
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 yeah, dude.
yeah, man.
It's amazing, guys. Like
That book
you
rips.
got to
That
add
book
this to your
rips.
poll. It's so good.
Have to. Yeah, I'm just glad you was able to get it because I know your
Yeah,
shot was shorted. So I'm
I was
like,
like, you
man,
guys
that
gotta
sucks
rush
because
order me it, dude,
it's
because I got it. It's probably gonna end up top 10. Like, I need to read it, and make sure. So,
yeah.
yeah, they hooked me
So
up last week. Yeah,
I'm glad you got it, man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
glad. So coming in at number six outside my five, we're going with New Gods here, number
Nice,
11.
dude.
I just feel like New Gods has because the last two issues of New Gods, not that they're bad. I think they're pretty solid, they're pretty cool. But this is what New Gods is all about. This issue right here, it's phenomenal. We get this stuff with this dude. I forgot his name. I'm pretty sure he's like Death Racer or something like that. I can't remember his exact name.
Oh,
But
yep.
the artist for that, great stuff. Great stuff. Really interesting stuff that he especially with this panel. Like is whoever this artist was, he was cooking on this. This was fantastic. Like the way his cape has like the planets, I think, on
Oh,
his
dude.
cape.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
it's
cool
yeah,
effect, dude. Yeah, yeah.
it's so sick. And then we get smashing back into the present where the Justice League and them are fighting. They're helping the fight with the new gods as well. You got Big Barda kicking ass. Uh this was just a great issue. It's definitely very action packed, but also had great dialogue. I love this how he went back to this moment with Orion and the kid as they were sitting down together,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Orion realizing that we have to save this kid, like we have to save him because Orion he was so Orion is I think because Rom V what influenced this run for him or at least was an influence for him was Bleach, which is an anime. So Orion to Ram V was Kenpachi. Kenpachi's another character he's Black Air Force energy. Like he's just all about the smoke and he has, this anger and all that stuff. And he's not the one to think things out. He just does. So that's what I loved about Orion. Like he was doing that, but he also matured and realized, like, nah, like all that stuff I was doing before, like, nah, I have to save this kid. Forget like trying to kill him is kind of
Yeah.
crazy, you know what I mean? So I actually really like that development here for that. But this dude, oh my gosh, is it? I'm pretty sure it's Desaad. Yeah, it was Desaad. This was so sick. I love this panel a lot, and there's a reason why. So Desaad,
Yes.
this panel, so this panel reminded me there's a episode in Bleach. It was when I forgot my guy's name, but he does his Bankai for the first time and his Bankai pretty much exactly like this. Like his Bankai has like this big baby behind him with like a yellow head. It's so gigantic. And then you have uh Mayuri, that's who it is. Mayuri, he did his Bankai. He just looks so like small compared to his like big baby thing that's behind him. So that's what really put a big smile on my face because I'm like, bro, because like I think people forget that Ron V was influenced by Bleach
I
to
love
and he's
that,
putting
dude.
it into New
Okay.
Gods.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, I think this is probably why this book was so high for me. But even besides that, I just think this was just an amazing issue. This was just great stuff. Orion doing badass things as well. Evan Cagel's art is also just it's just insane. But the highlight, man, hold on, let me get there. Big Barda's actually big. Like
She
he got
got
like
big, dude. The
dude.
biggest Barda.
Dude, yeah, the biggest barter. Like this is crazy, bro. This is just an insane issue. So I loved it. And I can't wait to see what happens next, man. This is what it ended off. We get Death Racer, the guy who was in like the first 4 or 5 pages in this issue. So he's on his way. So we're gonna see what happens. Cause I
He's
think
getting
issue
activated.
12, yeah, I think issue 12 is either concluding this series or it's just concluding the arc. I think it's I can't remember which one it really was, but it's one or the other.
Yeah, it's weird. I think unfortunately it might be the conclusion because even though Ron V says he has like more arcs in his brain or whatever, like he would like to do one day, but I think for now this might be the end of. But hopefully, Evan Cagle and Ron V can link up again and bring us some more new gods. Because echoing everything you were saying, for me it just didn't crack my top 10 it's got to
Mhm.
be like number 11 or 12. Like it's on the cusp of
It's
getting in
close.
there.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because like you were saying, dude, the last two issues, not that they've been bad, but they haven't been where the rest of the series has been so peak. But
Right.
this definitely brought it right back up. I think just seeing more of Evan Cagle's artwork has a lot to do with that. Like the last couple issues have been
Yeah.
couple pages of Evan
Guest
Cagle, and then
artists.
the guest
Yeah.
artist mostly takes over.
Yeah.
But this
I
one
agree.
flips it and kind of brings us back to the first six issues or whatever. It was the guest artist doing one or two, three, 4 pages, right? And then Evan Cagle
Right.
brings us the great artwork. But yeah, dude, you mentioned the Desaad part. That part was so insane to me because he's like, Desaad's like hurting himself, and the more
Mhm.
he gets hurt, Mr. Miracle is gonna be stuck in that thing, and like it's just so weird to think about. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Desaad he likes getting hurt, so it's like, what are you gonna do, Mr.
Right.
Miracle? Like you're stuck, dude. So it'll be so interesting to see how the whole thing gets resolved in issue number 12. I'm that's probably going to be on both of our top tens. Like just looking forward to it, just the way the series has been building. But yeah, not
Absolutely.
quite in my top 10, but close, very close.
Close.
Dude, number 6 for me. This is where it gets into like, I mean, these top six are just bangers, dude. Green Arrow 29. Got to give him some love. The week this came out, you joined me for some weekly comic book reviews, and we went over it a little bit. But man, it's like we were saying in that, dude. The series is getting better, and how much of a shame that is that it's like almost at its peak, and this is when they decide to end it, man. But just all the stuff with
Yeah.
Ollie's, like how he knows the villain and how that kind of relates to some of Ollie's backstory. Um, I just think like it's really compelling to see all these like going after, like he's like fighting addiction. You know what I mean? That's like the overall themes with Roy and how he's doing. And I'm looking at this page here where he's like helping out. He like helps out a him and his daughter. They're like at the clinic or whatever. And they end up just like helping a civilian. Like it's just really good vibes all the way throughout with that excellent Monthos. I think we flipped to this page when we were talking about it. But yeah, dude, it's just insane stuff. Um,
It is.
the page where you see like all his side of his face and he's like crashing all the drugs. You said the line last time where each one of these is a life you're not gonna take. Just some real epic stuff from Chris Condon. So yeah, dude, had to give it a top 10 placement. It's going at my number 6.
6.
Green Arrow 29, dude. Just excellent stuff. It's a
It
shame
is
that
excellent.
like once this series is over, like hopefully people go back and read the trades or something, man. It's just like such a shame, dude.
It is such a shame. I don't even want to think about it,
It's
honestly.
heartbreaking, dude. It's heartbreaking, man.
It's yeah, it's heartbreaking, bro. I love that series so much, bro. It's actually wild. But we are now entering the top five. So at number five, this had to be on here because this was fantastic. But we're going absolute evil. We're going absolute evil at my number five.
Shit. I didn't put
Abs
that on my
yeah.
list
You didn't put
somehow.
it on?
I think
Oh,
where did it go, dude? Wait, did that come out this month?
yes,
I mean, that
it
like throws
did.
my entire list off. We're gonna have to give that one like an it's on the list, but I didn't get a chance to rank it. I thought that was last month. I was like,
Nah, it was October. It was
dang,
October. It
dude.
was the same week. I'm pretty sure it was the same week that Rick Exodus came out, I think. I think it was the
Okay.
same week. But
Dang,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
on me, bro. Anyways, I'll give you the floor to hype it up because that was such a good issue.
But yeah, Absolute Evil, fantastic. Just to what I love about Absolute Evil is honestly, for the most part, it's probably the world building. Honestly, I think the world building aspect of Absolute Evil, just the fact that it brings us into a broader universe or a broader section of the Absolute Universe. And we get the villains, and like I said, they have their own like Justice League. Um, it's just really interesting, man, just to see what these villains are up to and to see this team be formed. It's intriguing, man. Like we're getting everything. But I cannot. This really bro. What are we doing? Why is Ollie going through this? I don't understand it, dog. I don't
DC hates
understand
him,
it.
bro.
DC's man, y'all gotta fix that. Like I don't know, I don't know, but This was just an amazing issue, just seeing the villains and seeing them like interact with each other also. Like we got the Joker in here, he was talking, Ra's al Ghul's talking, uh Dawn, which is like Eobard Thawne's like daughter, I'm pretty sure, or something in case. But yeah, seeing all the villains interact and then have their own like evil corporation is so intriguing. And it's just amazing. So I love this issue. Definitely, I think one of the best issues I've read this year. It's such an amazing issue, man. But that ending, man, we're gonna be getting Lex freaking Luthor, dog. What is going on here? How is he gonna tie into this? So
Yeah,
this is what
dude.
I'm really hyped for. I'm so hyped for this because I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. It's crazy because like he has a wife
Yeah,
like in
dude.
this universe, so it's like,
He's like
bro,
fulfilled. Like what?
I don't.
So it's
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's
Man,
crazy. But yeah, that's at
man,
my
I don't
five.
know how I didn't get to rank that. It wasn't even in the pile that I went through for the month. I don't even know what happened. It must be lost somewhere. But man, okay. It's Absolute Evil. That's a great number 5 pick. Let's just pretend it's on my list, guys, because it really would be. I don't know where I would rank it, but like Kai said, the world building alone, I'm just so invested in this absolute universe. I think all the corners of it are cool. All the villains are pretty much, really cool. Besides like the Green Lantern villain, I don't really know what his deal is, but he seems all right. We
Mhm.
got Altair Bed Wars in the chat says, "Yo, how y'all doing?" Shout out to you,
What's
man. Thanks for
up?
joining us, dude. Yeah, man. Excellent number 5. If we do that thing we were talking about, maybe like the top 10 single issues of the year, something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'll have to remember, dude, because yeah, that was a great issue. I don't know how I forgot about that one.
It's an amazing issue.
Number 5 for me, we're going Everything Dead and Dying from Image Comics. Thought this was a great second issue to the series. It's that
Is
zombie series that had that really great issue number 1 people were hyping up last month. Um, Maybe not as good as issue number 1 just based on the
yeah.
um because in issue 1 they were doing like the modern day like cutting in with like the back in the past type of
Yep.
thing that was like really cool to see. But this one is just what happened at the very end of issue 1. Um and then it's just this guy like trying to protect his zombie family from these humans, so it kind of flips the whole zombie like trope that we usually see, right? um and yeah, man, I'm just really invested in this story. I think it's like a really close personal story, all the flashbacks with how these two people came to love each other, and um maybe some of like the disagreements and arguments that they had, like all couples might have, right? Like just really compelling stuff from Tate Bromball on the writing, and um Jacob Phillips art style. I mean, that's like my favorite part about this series. Like he just has such a cool look. um
It does.
Takes after his dad, you know what I mean, with the Sean Phillips, Ed Brubaker connection that I love so much. But yeah, man, just blowing me away issue after issue. Maybe not as good as issue 1, but still
Fair.
an issue, a series that I'd recommend people check out. Um, Especially if you're
I
trying to read more
agree.
indies, dude. Like if you're looking at all the indies out right now, like this is up there. You know what I mean? So you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely up there. I that is not on my list.
Okay. Yep.
Um, I wish, man. And it's crazy. I mean, I loved issue 2. I really did. But I agree with you. I just don't think it was as good as issue 1. I
Issue
think
1 was like people have to
yeah,
understand like that's a high benchmark to hit
that
with
is
that.
a
So
high bar. Yeah, that's a high bar. So I was not that issue 2 wasn't emotional, but I do think it was less it impacted me less on the second issue, I felt like. Um, but there still was some things to really enjoy. Like I was enjoying how we were getting kind of like the origin of how the two guys met,
right.
seeing their relationship form and all that. So I do think there was great stuff. Definitely, it still was an amazing issue. I just wasn't as impacted emotionally on the second issue as I was the first. I think the first just hit me like hard,
Yeah.
where a second issue didn't hit me as hard. But it's still an amazing book, and everybody should definitely read it, especially because Tate Brombell is one of those writers where he's on the rise. Like I think, like he's one of those writers where like we're gonna have to really welcome and appreciate. I think he's gonna be talked about for some time in the comic game,
Yeah.
for sure. So definitely support that book as much as I can. It is truly amazing. Like first two issues are phenomenal. They really are. So great stuff there. Number four for me had to be on this list. I'm just happy, so happy to be back in this world again. It's just so good. It's Rook Exodus issue number
Nice,
7.
dude.
Rook Exodus had to be on there for me. I have been waiting for almost a year for this book to
Yeah,
come
the
back.
delay or whatever. Yeah,
So
yeah.
like just the delay, man. So like this seventh issue was really amazing. Honestly, I was glad that we didn't spend too much time that would happen in the past. This honestly is directly what happens after after issue 6, after our last arc. But already, man, some cool stuff that Fabok is doing. Like this spread is crazy. Uh Fabok is just that man. But this guy is who I'm really interested in. He just looks so cool. His character design is sick. It's just so sick, man. I don't know what was like the inspiration for Fabok as far as his character designs, but these are just cool looks. But we get right into the action, but we also get a bit of an exposition dump on what happened previously, which I don't think it was nothing wrong with that. I think it was a nice refresher to, you know, refresh your mind on what happened in the last arc for Rook Exodus. But we still did a great job of continuing the story. Rook is now meeting up with other people who have like their animal helmets and stuff like that. So he's like getting help. Then we also get to the other girl, which I'm not really good with the names right now for this book, but uh, the other girl, this girl right here, we get more of her also in this issue, which I thought was really intriguing, because I love her and Rook's pairing in the first arc. The first arc, their chemistry I think was really really good. So she's fighting her father in this issue, which was like, I can't imagine what that was for her. Like that must be tough, right? Trying to get a hold of your father, trying to talk to him, but he's not communicating, he's not listening, or maybe he's just so far gone to the point where communication is not even in the cards for him, like right now, just because of maybe what he's went through. And then her dad falls into this ditch, and now we get introduced to the spider character, which is also really, really cool.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
sick,
what's to
dude.
come next, but it is sick, man. I'm just happy to be back in this world, the sci-fi epic world, this dystopian world that we're in for Rook. So I was just very excited to be back in this, and I thought this was a great way to reel us back into this world. So that's my number four.
Okay, I love that pick. So for me, I want to reread Rook like the first volume before jumping into this one. I just didn't get to it this month, but I really should have because as you're talking about it, like you're showing the art and like Fabok's just like crazy detail, right? Like I gotta
Crazy.
hurry up on that reread and check out that issue because yeah, I was greatly anticipating Rook coming back. You know what I mean? But I just didn't get to my reread in time, but maybe I should have just read this new issue and just said screw it. But yeah, dude,
Maybe.
great number 4. Ghost Machine, man. Ghost Machine, right? Like they're doing cool stuff over there. So yeah, definitely give Rook
Absolutely.
Exodus a shot. Um, if you're into like sci-fi, like hard sci-fi, it's definitely pretty out there. So great number 4 pick. For me, number 4, something we already touched on. Batman and Robin year 1.
Uh,
Man, what a
Banger.
great conclusion. Everything you said was true. I mean, the whole thing with like fighting Two Face and Clayface, like that, by the time they got to that and it was kind of just over, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But it's more about what happened after, like just kind of setting up, this dynamic duo, like finally coming together. They're in their element, like they're almost, who they were always meant to be, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you brought up the blue suit moment. Um, there was that cool moment leading up to the fight where it was Batman and Robin going up the building, and it was such a small moment, but it was the as Batman's like going up, he's going up alone, and then like Robin like switches the way he's going up the building. He's like, I'm gonna go up with you, and then you see Batman kind of like smiling at the bottom there.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like a really touching moment, just like you know, this is that dynamic duo that we know and love. Just
I
coming
agree.
together for the first time. It was a when you're doing a year one story. I mean, this is exactly what people were wanting and people expected, right? So Mark Wade, Chris Samney, they just nailed it with this
They
it's like a
did.
modern day classic. Like people talk about, Batman year one. Like I think this is up there. Like You know what I mean? Is like a
I
seminal
think it's better than
Batman and
Batman
Robin
Year One.
story. Low key, bro.
I
We
think
can have
so.
that conversation,
I
bro,
don't think
because
that's crazy to say. I
I
don't
don't think
think
it
that's
is
crazy
either.
to say.
Because
Like
this one's
I
got
think
the
this is
heart, like the excellent
yeah,
artwork. Like
yeah,
you might be onto
yeah.
something there, dude.
I think it's better than Batman Year One. And I like Batman Year One. I won't necessarily
Yeah,
say I love it. I definitely like it. I do like it. But Batman and Robin Year One is I think that's a different animal. Like
it's
I think
meaty
that's in a
too, right?
different
Like there's
league.
more to read to
Yeah,
it. Like there's more
yeah,
to it,
yeah.
right? So you might be right.
It's
I've been
amazing
planning out a
stuff.
video. Like I want to read all of the year one, like not all of them, but as
Mm,
much as I can, and do like a video on
right,
just like a bunch of the year one series. But because this series kind of gave me that idea, like this is excellent stuff. Just kind of comparing all the year ones. Like, are they all as good as this? Probably not, right? So,
right.
but yeah, Batman and Robin year one. When this is out in a trade, guys, like you got to pick it
Gotta
up.
pick it up. Yeah,
It's such an
yeah.
easy like add to your collection, like such a good read. So yeah, dude, all time modern day classic, I think. So that's got to be my number four, dude. And that's tough at
Gotta.
four. I was
It's
like, is that too low?
yeah.
But
Nah. That's not too low at all, man. That's a great placing. That's a great number four. So top three coming in at my third. This had to be on here. I think you know where this is going. We got the Power Fantasy number
yes, dude.
12. Power Fantasy number 12. This is one of the best issues of the year.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't stress it enough. I am just like I Casper Wingard and his art. It is just it's too good. It's so good. Uh I think he's another one of those artists, man, where like I know everybody wants to talk about, the Dan Moores and the Jorge Jimenezes. Like, I get it, but listen, bro, Casper Wingard, you gotta put him up there. He has to be up there. I'm sorry. He has to be up there. He has to be up there. He's just too good at what he does, bro. But this is a great, great issue. We get
Dude. Oh
it
my
gets crazier and
god, bro.
crazier, bro. Like it gets crazier and crazier. But yeah, the things that are in this tube thing, uh well, I can't wait to see how that unfolds, honestly. But obviously, our boy Etienne is not dead. Um, I think he transferred into another body, so bro is still alive. But the stakes are really ramping up, especially what happens in like that last 2 to 3 pages. It's just insane stuff. Like everybody's at this party, so you have the superpowered individuals. They're at this party. They're chilling. The son is having a blast, but something happens. His mind is going out of control. He's fainting. He's nauseous, and it is all because of this dude Etienne, who's he's planning something devious, and the buildup is so good. It's so well written. Like it doesn't feel rushed. It feels perfectly paced,
Yeah.
and like it's just tension. It literally is just tension building on top of itself. It's just like how can we make this like even crazier? Like how can we ease you guys in to what's going on. Like it's so good. It's just so good. You have to
Masters
be
at
reading the
work,
Power
dude.
Fantasy. Yeah, you have to be reading the Power Fantasy. Kieran Gillen, Casper Wingard. This is a phenomenal creative team. I hope they do more books in the future together. Um, but yeah, this is probably the best image book on stands. Probably. I think I've kind of been saying this. Me and Cody are really big fans of this series. So yeah, man, Power Fantasy, you have to be reading it. You just have to. You just have to. It's so good.
Listen, guys. 3 in 1 episode might be a record, but my number three has gotta be the
Crazy.
Power Fantasy.
Let's go.
Man,
Let's go.
and I mean, we're talking like our number one, number two. It's tough, right? Like it seems kind of low
It
for this
is
to be number three,
tough.
but
I
man,
know it's tough. It's
I
so tough.
loved like learning what Etienne actually kind of is and
Yeah.
what he's been the whole time. Like he's never been that dude with the glasses or whatever. Like I think he's this monstrosity in the jar and he just
Yeah.
pops into other people's bodies and like takes them over or whatever. Like that reveal was
It's so wild. Yeah.
insane, bro.
It's
And the
so
fact that that's a
wild.
secret, no one, no, none of the other superpowers know that they didn't actually kill Etienne, and I mean, you said it, like the way that this issue left off with the son. It says here he's alive, he's unresponsive. So
Yeah,
what is gonna happen next, dude? Like the tension is so high in the series. It's so crazy.
which is a
Um,
direct parallel to what happened to Etienne, like that flashback we got in earlier,
yeah.
where
Okay.
they were saying,
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
because remember how they were saying like how he was unresponsive and all that stuff,
Yes,
like yeah,
dude.
yeah, which is yeah, it's a direct parallel to that. Crazy,
Oh no, duh. Yeah,
so
okay. I should
wild,
have. Yeah,
yeah,
dude. Okay, 1000%. So, dude, that's
yeah,
what I
it's
love about
crazy.
this series is that there are so many layers, bro. There are so many layers, man. Like
So many
Kieran
layers.
Gillen is
Yeah,
is
I
doing some
agree.
incredible stuff here. And then the other point that you made about Casper Wingard, I, we must sound like broken records because every single issue comes out, we come on the camera and we say Casper Wingard's amazing, right? But it's just so true, dude. It's so
It's
true.
so
Like he's a
true. Yeah,
generational talent. Like this stuff is insane in this one. Um, you got to be reading the Power Fantasy guys. Like it's so good. Uh, I don't even know what else to say. Like I just don't know where the series is going. Like how long is it going for? I'm just in for the
facts.
whole ride. You know, like
I'm yeah, I'm sold, bro.
yeah,
I'm locked in. I've been
it's
locked in since issue one.
it's a
So I don't
permanent stay on the pull list. Like there's never even a question of dropping it or whatever, right? Like it's just
yeah, it's not in for question. It's just not. It's one of the best books on stands. And I
gotta
don't
be.
think and I don't think it's talked about in that regard. Like because to be
It's
fair,
not
I don't know many people who are reading this book, to be fair. I
like
don't
13
like
issues in or 12 issues in, like us. You know what I mean? Like maybe people read the
eh,
first arc and hopped off. Like it's getting better and better, guys. Like
I don't know. Maybe listen, guys, read more image books, please. I know everybody's hooked
for
on the big
real.
two. I get it. Read more image. It
Drop
will
some
change your
Marvel.
life.
Tell me your pull
Yeah.
list. I'll tell you which Marvel to drop, and you can add some image, dude.
Literally, I'm telling you, indie is where it's at, man. They're killing it. They're absolutely killing it. But coming in at number two, we talked about him earlier. I said this wasn't the last time we were going to talk about him. So coming in at number two is The Sacrificers by Rick Remender, a series that has finally coming back. It finally came back. This took a bit of a hiatus. I think it took like 3, 4 months, maybe hiatus, but we are back with the fourth arc, I think. Um, this was insane. Honestly, this was number one. It was until something knocked it out. I'm not gonna say
Oh
what,
yeah.
but we're getting there. We're getting there. But this was number one. But this it's at number two now. It's at number two now, but this was devastating stuff. So we follow or we were left off directly after what happened in issue 15. Issue 15 ended with the pigeon and this other guy that was with him. It ended with them with their weapons and ready for battle because they're trying to fight this sun god. They're fighting Luna's father. Um, well, Saluna. They're fighting Saluna's father, and it picks up right up that we get fire all over the village, people running for their lives. Saluna's trying to save people. Saluna's also trying to save the little pigeon. The little pigeon being the little brother to the pigeon who was fighting. The pigeon who has been on this quest of revenge, because he just despises the gods and what they stand for. So that is what we follow. But the art here, Max Fiomora, I think his name is, incredible, beautiful, breathtaking. It is so good. But what really got me, even though the action was outstanding and bombastic and explosive, it was the emotional core that got me. I think that's something that Rick Remender, he just knows how to write emotional moments. So the moment between the pigeon, because the pigeon was fighting the sun god, but the moment between the pigeon and his little brother was just it was just crazy, man. It was so crazy. But this is the pigeon chopping down the sun god, actually. This big epic battle, man. Stakes are really high, tensions are rising. Uh, but that moment between them was just it was just so good, man. They were like holding hands as the pigeon is like giving out. Uh, it was just so good. It was so good. This was a really I think emotionally this was like the most emotional issue I read this month.
Yeah.
Um, it really did something, man. Because I mean, like I have brothers. So like I was like putting myself in the little pigeon shoes because I'm a little brother. And it's
I
like
gotcha.
so like it's just like thinking of that, it's like, damn, like that's like I like it's something I can't even imagine. Like I can't really wrap my head around because obviously like I love my older brothers and all that. So but yeah, I just had a personal attachment to this issue. But Sacrificers, man, you want to talk about another book that I also think nobody is talking much about, and that's because I just don't know if people are picking it up. But Rick Remender is the man. I don't know if this video is gonna prove that. I've said his name twice in the top 10. Twice. I've said it
On a
twice,
stacked
guys.
month too.
He is that writer. Like if we're talking indie writers, he's just it. I just don't know if anybody's operating on the level, like, because he's on this, and then we talked about Escape, which is another one. Like he's all over. He did Napalm Lullaby. He did Grommets, which is a great summer
Right?
fun read. Like, bro is he's just different. He's really operating on a crazy level. So yeah, Sacrifices was at my number two for this month. Like I said, it was number one until a certain book knocked it out. But yeah, yeah. So we're gonna see what Cody's number two is, and then
Yeah.
we'll jump into some honorable mentions
I
that
mean,
didn't make it.
listen, you bringing up Rick Remender, he's such a talent, dude. We love him. My number 2 is Escape. Kai already covered it. We love this issue, and we also talked about it that week
It's
we did
amazing.
the weekly comic book reviews. But yeah, man, this one really just blew me away. Just as far as like an action packed, like thrill ride, like page turner. Like this was a comic
Yeah,
book in the true sense of the word. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And
I
Daniel
agree.
Cunha's artwork that we covered. Just the way like I like Rick Remender's writing and stuff like that, but this is kind of seeing him in a new light, like all these like quick little like little bits like from the main character's perspective as he's running through the town. Like I've never really seen Rick Remender kind of have such pointed writing. And I think that what Rick Remender does in this series really well is he's kind of like he's writing from the perspective of this main character like super well in a way that in other series you can kind of I don't even know how I'm trying to express it. Like it's just really great writing from Rick Remender in a way that I haven't seen It's flexing like different muscles than what I
Mm,
usually see Rick Remender flexing.
I agree.
It's just such a period piece, like just war comic that just rips, dude. Like if you guys aren't reading Escape, give it a shot. It's not too far in. This is issue number 3, and I think
Yep,
you guys will be in for a great ride. Um, it's
absolutely.
anthropomorphic animals, but don't let that stop you. I mean, it's gory. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of grit
Yeah,
to it. I mean, the whole sequence with him fighting that guy in the water, like we talked about, like that's some gruesome stuff, man. Like we got some chase scenes in here too, like on motorcycles or whatever. It's just excellent stuff, man. And this series like won't be going for 20 issues or whatever, and like that's okay. It'll be just
right.
like a nice little cool story, but what a fun ride as we're reading through it. But yeah, dude, let's get to our number ones. I got a feeling they line up.
I got
I
a
guess
feeling
I
they
don't
do
know
too.
for
We gonna
sure, but
let's get to our honorable mentions first,
oh,
and
that's right,
then
that's right, dude. I always forget,
and
dude. I always
then
get
we'll
so
get to number
excited,
one. We'll get to number, but I'm pretty sure ours align. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm definitely think it aligns. So for honorable mentions, I'll start off. I'm probably run through these pretty quickly. But for Marvel, I'm gonna go with the Punisher, the Red Band.
Oh, nice, dude. That's
Um,
2 in a row, I think,
I,
right?
yeah, I loved the Punisher. I think the Punisher issue two was actually probably stronger than issue one. Uh, we get a little bit of more background on what's going on with Fisk and Tombstone being behind everything. Like I just think they gave us more background here. They give us more information on what's going on. But Punisher just doing Punisher things, man. I just love when he does him. Like it's so good. It's so brutal. It's gruesome. We had our boy here with the shotgun. I also think the art here is really freaking strong. I honestly forgot who's on art, but their art is really good. It low key kind of reminds me of a bit of Alessandro Capuccio, just a bit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't think it's like it bar for bar, but it runs along those lines, man. But yeah, Punisher, man, just doing Punisher things, and I love it. But like I said, I love what they did with Kingpin and Tombstone, giving us background on what they're planning and all that stuff. So this definitely gave us more info. it was just a great freaking read, man. Bro was out here with the shotgun too. Like it's just Punisher being Punisher. He's just so cold. He's so cold. So that's one of them. For DC, it was Green Arrow. A one that, of course, I wish I could add it on my top 10. It was such a tough. It was a pretty tough month, honestly, man. It was a
Right,
pretty tough
right. Yeah,
month.
yeah.
But me and Cody already tapped into this. We know how amazing this book is. It's just phenomenal. This is going to be a quintessential read for Green Arrow fans for sure. I think in 5 to 10 years, people are really going to appreciate it in 5 to 10 years from now, honestly, because this Chris Condon was cooking on this run. And then we got The Invisible Man, something me and Cody also already
Nice.
talked about. Another one I wish that could have been top 10, man. Like these things were just they're so close, so close. Art was spectacular, very well paced. Another one of those issues that did a great job of just building to the conclusion, especially when you get to the conclusion of this issue, you're like, oh my gosh, like this is peak stuff here. It's peak stuff. And the last one we're gonna talk about, I recently just picked this up and it is insanely good, like phenomenal. It really is. I picked up Save Now. This is by Bad Idea Comics.
I this
Um,
wasn't even on my radar, bro. Okay, save
dude,
now.
bro, write it down. It's spectacular. Like, I mean, like I was going through all the issue ones I read this year, and I put this like top 10. Like that's how good it was for me.
Wow.
It's in my top 10 this year. It's phenomenal. Like this almost could have made top 10. I'm so serious. I was really debating it for like for a minute, but this follows a task force, right? So there's this task force, this group, and they know that a apocalypse is coming in their world. And they known this for 10 years. So one of the character's abilities in this task force is going back in time. They can't go forward in time, but they can definitely go back. So they're in this apocalypse, they're in this battle, and they can't seem to win. The guy who has the time power, I think his name is Saver. Um, he has been trying to find new solutions to win this battle. So he keeps going in time. He's done it thousands of times, maybe even millions. But the group around him doesn't even know that. In their minds, all the battles that they went through, they think that, oh, we beat these guys first time, first try. Like we're unstoppable. Like we're that group. To him, he's like, nah, I had to revive you thousands, hundreds of thousands of times, and they're not knowing it. So their accomplishment is to obviously find a solution to the apocalypse. But what I love about it is I think the action is insane. I think the premise is so intriguing. The fact that you have a character who has the ability to go back in time, but also the fact that they have to take down this apocalypse and he's giving it his all, he's trying, but he's actually kind of given up. He wants to live that normal life because he does have a mate, he has a woman in his life, and that's what he wants to do now. So he's giving up on the plan, but not fully, because parts of him really wants to try to save the world, but it's just really tough. But yeah, the art in here really sick. I don't think I'm also familiar with the artist, but I think the art is insane. Premise is so good. It's just an amazing read. I was so glad I picked this up because I could have missed out. I really could have missed out, but it is really great stuff here. I don't really know what to compare it to, but it's definitely like sci-fi stuff. It's a
Mm.
sci-fi action epic, I would say. But yeah, Save Now is it's amazing. I was glad I picked this up because I really would have missed out. So yeah, this is the last honorable
Guys,
mention I got.
this is what I'm saying, man. Kai's the tastemaker. I mean, there's no one else reading Save Now speaking its praises, right? So okay, I gotta put that on my radar. That sounds sick. Like the premise alone sounds really cool. I don't typically read stuff from
Yeah,
Bad Idea, but yeah, gotta give that a shot, man. That's pretty cool. And then obviously Green Arrow, Invisible Man, we gave praises. Punisher, I'm not reading, but definitely got to give
we
a
give
shot
their
when it's on
praises.
Marvel
Mhm.
Unlimited, dude. Also just jumping into the chat, we got LD Wheeling, longtime fan. He says, "Yo, shout out, dude.
What's
Thanks for
up?
joining us, man." Listen, for shout outs from me, I didn't even know. I'm just gonna call this like the DC like hodgepodge or something. There's all these issues that I was like, is this a top 10? Like not really, kinda, but just real
Right.
quickly, Batman Dark Patterns. Excellent stuff. Hayden Sherman on the art. This might be like from an art perspective, this might be like the best issue of the series.
Mm,
Really, really cool stuff, dude. With Dan Waters just doing like some real down to earth, grounded detective Batman type stuff. Next, we got Absolute Superman. I was like, this is a really good
yeah,
issue.
amazing issue.
Right,
Yeah,
dude. Exactly, right? Like we're back in
it
Smallville.
was.
It's setting up for this battle. But all those moments of like, Cal like in his Fortress of Solitude, like made by the Cape or whatever, by Soul. Just real like emotional, like sad boy stuff. Like I'm really vibing with this version of Cal El. I think it's really cool. Um,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, dude, and it's building up to like a big battle, so we'll have to see what happens in the next issue. But loving the peaks at Lana Lang, get some Jimmy Olsen. Like I think the supporting cast is
Yo,
really fun. So
really
yeah,
strong.
gotta be on the runner ups. And Absolute Batman 13 is also on the list. Another one that we talked about this when it came out. Not our favorite issue of the series, like by far. Doing some
Right,
cool stuff with throwing it back to Selena and him, like growing up and kind of their young romance, and compared to now, like kind of what happened to drive a wedge between them or whatever.
right,
Not the best issue of the series, but we're getting there. I think it's still a really strong series overall, if not the
right.
best issue. And then last but not least, for this little DC like grouping or whatever, Batman number 2, keeping
Yeah,
it
that was
going,
another
dude.
one. Yeah,
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 another one that I thought was really strong. I like the focus on Tim Drake is such a guy, bro. Like I love Tim Drake. He's so cool.
yeah. It's
Just like
cool.
seeing him kick ass with his hands behind his back, like restrained or whatever, like in the back of the cop car. I It's just like, maybe at the start I was a little bit worried with Matt Fraction, but I think we're in safe hands, and this kind of like settled it for me. Like this will be a great Batman run. I'm not worried about it anymore. Um, and yeah, dude, I just like the um all the like the flashbacks of him trying to teach Tim how to drive like stick or whatever, and kind of how that relates to the modern day.
Yeah,
It's just fun stuff, right? So that had to be my little runner up. Like I wasn't sure if these necessarily made the list or whatever, but I thought they were all real strong. Got to give them some love. So Batman 2, Absolute Batman 13, Absolute Superman number 12, and then probably the best out of the bunch, we got Batman Dark Patterns number 11. Another one that when this is out in a trade, it's going to be another all-time classic, just like Batman and Robin Year One. So yeah, dude, nice little stack there. But I think it's time for the number ones.
it's time. I think we got the same one.
It's got to be, right? I
I
mean,
really do. It's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be.
maybe we just show it off, dude. Yeah, it's got to be, right? I mean, come on, guys.
It's gotta be the annual. It has to be. This is what I'm talking about. This is amazing. This is not only is it just a badass issue, but it's the most important issue of the year
Yeah,
because this issue it's so timely. It's so timely to where
yeah,
we're at in our social climate. But this was amazing, bro. Batman brutally damaging white supremacists, but also him having the I think he's also having like an internal battle because he really wants to live by his father's words and he wants to go by his father's ways. But I think that's what I think that this is what made him not want to kill, like him having maybe that no kill rule because like yes, like sometimes words can't always solve things. And I think that was also something that was brought up in this issue. Like words can't solve everything. I know the father or the priest, he always finds a peaceful solution, right? He always thinks violence isn't the answer, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I think that's what Batman was doing. But like I said, I think after, like once he saw the blood on his hands, he reminisces and thinks about like his father and maybe about what his father would say. The
hmm,
father stuff was amazing. I think we all know Darren Warren Johnson is always gonna pull at our heartstrings. Always. He
yeah,
just always finds a way to do it, and he's so effective at it. Because this moment here with him and Bruce, it's so good. It's just amazing.
yep,
It's great stuff, man. I think this is honestly what's been missing from the main absolute Batman run. Just stuff, moments like this, like obviously we know his father's dead, but this is something they can do with the mother. You know what I mean? Like I don't see why we can't. do stuff like this with the mother. But man, it's so good. I kind of want to read these lines, man. He's like,
Yeah, yeah, dude.
uh,
They're bars,
I just
man.
have to figure out how. That was before the mustache. We barely knew what we were doing then, but I guess I barely know what I'm doing now. But Bruce, I know your nature. I know who you are deep down. You have a strong and compassionate heart. All you have to do is believe, all you have to do is be yourself. No matter what you do, I'll always be proud of you. So it's it's just amazing stuff, man. But yeah, like I said,
Give
I
me
think he
goosebumps
saw
you
the
reading that, bro.
bro. It's amazing. Like I don't. If you don't rock with this issue, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I don't. Maybe we need to reread it. Maybe you need to
Yeah, dude.
maybe you need to reevaluate your morals and all this stuff. Because yeah, man, we're in a tough world right now, man. There's a lot going on
Yeah.
in the world, but I think this was a great reminder. Um, it was just great. It's just great, man. Really amazing
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
So this might be issue of the year. I
It
don't know if
might
that's like a
be.
crazy thing to say, but it just might be, man. Darren One Johnson, he killed it. Absolutely nailed it, man.
we
This
got
means a
we
lot.
got we got LD Wheeling in the chat real quick. He just says he needs the Batman Dark Patterns trade to drop, absolutely. But then he also says that the annual was amazing. Listen, I mean, not to just like reiterate everything Kai just said. He covered it so beautifully. Like such amazing artwork in this from Daniel Warren Johnson. So impactful.
Yeah,
So much heart. Like you were saying, if it's Daniel Warren Johnson to read, you know you're gonna get a lot of heart. And it had a lot of this in spades. It's just one issue, but it made you feel so much, right? Like taking you through the whole gamut of emotions, like seeing him, break the white supremacist arm, like that felt good, right? But then you
yeah,
go a couple pages and you're seeing how this like weighs on Batman, and he's thinking, would my dad be proud of me? Like I'm doing these things, and I think I'm doing them for the right reason, but maybe my
right.
dad would be more like the priest, where he's like saying, hey, this isn't the right way either, right? So it's just all these like heavy questions that this Batman is grappling with. Like you're
Yeah,
saying, dude, some kind of the themes that we were getting in that first arc, and maybe we've kind of lost it in the last couple of 3 or 4 or 5 issues. Like it's not really,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
like missing that kind of heart and that reason that drives this Batman or whatever, right? Like, um, but yeah, and you said, it's speaking right to what's going on right now. Like for this to drop after the way you turn on the news and just all the crazy, like the way everybody's feeling, and for this to drop, it's just like it's like a yell. You know what I mean? Like it's just
yeah,
like just an empowering type of issue. And yeah, dude, amazing. Probably issue of the year, at
yeah.
least
I
top
I think
five,
so.
and like we always say, it's not five, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's
it's up
it's
there for
probably
sure.
numero uno. Yeah,
And what this kind of like opened my eyes to is like Daniel Warren Johnson is really doing a lot of DC stuff lately. So I think
yeah,
that I have a feeling he's gonna be doing like a thing. Like I don't know for
yeah,
sure, but like I just feel it in the air. Like he's doing so many covers, like the DCKO cover, and like he's doing so many variants, and this annual is doing interior stuff, right? Like I got a feeling
yeah.
he's gonna be on an absolute title or something coming down the pipe. I don't know.
He's got to be on something. Cause honestly,
Something from DC. I don't know.
it's honestly like big ups to DC for even letting him do a story like this.
Dude,
I think that's
for
also the part
real.
that's also just really impressive. So like and honestly, I think that's probably why he's leaning more into DC. Like they gave
Yeah.
him the freedom to do this annual.
Whereas
So
Disney probably wouldn't let you power bomb
no,
a
they
cop or
wouldn't.
whatever, right? Like,
Yeah, right. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. So like,
you know what I
yeah, man,
mean?
I
So
if he does more DC stuff, then yeah, because I like after doing this, like I'm sure he feels comfortable with DC at this point because I'm pretty sure
right.
they didn't judge him for doing something like this. Like obviously it's published, so they're like, yeah, like do your thing, and that's what he did. So big ups to DC for sure, but also just a big ups to DWJ for highlighting what's going on in the world and showing us what really matters, like and also what it means to be human. Also,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, dude.
amazing
Absolutely,
stuff, man.
man. Just like I mean, you already like showed this page, but like whenever Daniel Warren Johnson does this like white background, like with the characters just standing there, I mean that's just like it's like a hallmark of his. But yeah, it's just like so well paced, and he's like But you, Bruce, I know your nature. Like that bars, man. It's just bar after bar. Like you're
It's
flipping the
so
pages.
good.
It's panel after panel of just awesome stuff. So yeah, had to be my
It's so
number one,
good.
dude. Without a
Yeah,
question.
it had
Had to
to.
be, dude.
It had to, bro. It's just so good.
But listen,
So good,
guys,
man.
I think that does it for another top 10 comics. Kai, do me a favor, buddy. You want to hit me with a thumbnail real quick,
Yeah.
dude? Got the nice spread.
Let me see this out. Yeah, got a great spread here for you
Yeah,
guys. You know
dude.
what I'm saying? Great
Excellent
top 10.
stuff. Always, as always, dude. Thanks to Kai for joining me for this
As
beautiful
always.
top 10 list, man. Kai, where can people find you? Your link should be in the description, but why don't you just tell the people as well?
Yeah, in case I haven't seen whatever the link is in the bio, but um I am on TikTok at KhiBucks0. I am also on Letterbox, just KhiBucks.
I
And
just
then
followed you on
Instagram is
Letterbox. I just
KhiBucks.
made a
Yeah,
Letterbox, dude.
yeah. I saw that's fire. And then also KhiBucks6 on Instagram. So that's where you can find me.
Yeah, dude. Make sure you guys follow him. Like I'm saying, guys, he's the tastemaker. Best, best underground underhit gems. You know what I mean? He's always giving you great insight and great recommendations, dude. So yeah, shout out to Kai. As always, thanks for joining. LD Wheeling in the chat says W Kai, dude. You got some fans here on the channel for sure.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, dude. So with that being said, me and Kyle will probably be linking up again in the next couple weeks, doing another top. Got some ideas going. You know what I mean? So we'll kick it around a little bit. Maybe like a top 10 series of the years. We're starting to close out the year. Top five
Yeah,
artists. Like we got a lot of ideas. So definitely be on the
we got
lookout.
stuff cooking.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, dude. So thanks for joining me, Kai. I think now, dude, I'm gonna open some action figures. So I'll let you go. But yeah, man, thanks for joining again.
yes, sir. Thanks for having me as always. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, read more comics, please.
Thank you, Kai. Appreciate it,
All right,
man.
man.
Catch you later,
No
dude.
problem. No problem. Catch you later.
Yeah, guys. So listen, we always like having Kai on the channel. Another top 10 list in the books. Top 10 of October. Real quickly, all right. We're not gonna open two, we're just gonna open the one. Let's open this McFarlane. Okay, guys. We got the McFarlane Joker, the classic. All right. So hope you guys have been having a good week. Let's close out this new comic book weekly with a quick action figure unboxing. I think this will work. Yeah, dude. Well, actually, I pressed this. Okay, look, guys, we got an overhead camera. It works this time. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. But yeah, let's get this guy unboxed. The classic Joker. And yeah. So we're talking about the top 10 comics. Did you guys read the annual? I mean, not a lot of love in the chat, maybe for the Batman annual, the absolute Batman annual. I thought it was incredible stuff, man. Let's see, dude. They put a lot of tape on this thing here. Maybe. Well, then it wouldn't just be an unboxing. Hold on. All right, we got him out of the box, guys. But okay, we're gonna try to do it like this. I need some scissors. Hold on, hold on. Alrighty. Got some scissors, guys. I kind of hate the way McFarlane does their packaging. It's gotta be like the worst way to do it. How come Marvel Legends don't have this issue? All right. I think that's it, guys. Rippa episode mates. We got Cheeky Devil in the chat. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Got to catch up on the Power Fantasy, dude. Absolutely got to catch up, man. Crazy stuff. Issue to issue. It's just got crazy revelations. That's got to be one of the craziest series of the year. Sorry the squeaking if this is annoying. Hold on. Okay. Okay, guys, we got the Joker out. Long time coming. I was supposed to unbox this like a month ago, dude. Oh my god, look at this guy's face. Did they nail it or what? I mean, that looks like the Joker to me. Look at his crazy hair, nice shade of green. You got that really stark white painted face. I like the expression on this Joker. In terms of accessories, guys, he comes with a decent amount. All right, you got the funny hand switch out that includes like a little fishy, right? That's a classic Joker Silver Age type of gag. He'd probably be doing the Batman, so that's a cool hand swap. We get a cane, right? I would say maybe the cane isn't the most like necessary accessory for the Joker. Maybe you'd include a gun with the thing that pops out that says bang, right? I mean, that'd probably be a little bit more um of a Joker kind of thing. I like the topper on this cane, and that's kind of cool. We got Tomb B16 saying let's go in the chat. We got LD Wheeling saying that's sick. Um that is dope lol. LD Tomb says. Tomb's liking the action figure, dude. I like this like little I don't know, now that I'm looking at the staff, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool actually. That'd probably go in this hand here, yeah. So probably like a little like a casual little grab on it. And of course it comes with the other hand swap. Oh, okay. No detail on the cards themselves, but you do have a carded hand there, and then the other two swaps. It looks like it's just like a more typical like this one is. I guess that'd probably be a gun hand, but it doesn't include a gun. Maybe that's just like a better grip on the staff, probably. Okay, cool. And then the other hand swap. So you get a lot of hand swaps for the left hand. You guys seeing that? So these are all for the same hand, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, okay. And then this hand over here got no hand swaps to speak of. All the hand swaps go to the other hand. Interesting, man. And then that's it. No other accessories to speak of. So just the hand swaps and the cane. But you're probably buying this figure not for the accessories. You're buying it for the classic Joker look, and I think they nailed it. What color is his suit? I'm a little colorblind, y'all. Is this purple or is it blue? I'm assuming it's purple. It's probably blue. I don't know actually. This is where my colorblind kicks in, but I think the look of the outfit's really cool. It's got this kind of tailored flaps on the back. It's just a classic Joker kind of look. I like that little bolo tie type of thing at the flower. Yeah, dude. I think they nailed the sculpting of this. We'll do some articulation in a second, just getting a better look at the yeah, I mean the shoe paint job. I mean that's like a classic looking Joker all around. I think they nailed it, dude. So let's do some articulation. You got the head 360. Obviously the chin gets in the way. You're not going to be able to going down quite as much as you want because of that chin. Up, you're not going up too much either. Kind of stops you a little bit maybe with this hair. So gotta admit it's a little bit disappointing, but you do get the 360. It's probably good enough, I guess. Like I wanted to get him in like a maniacal laughter. That's probably as good as you can do. Yeah, not the best. Terms of the arms, you get the 360 here. Can he do a T pose? Yep, he can do a T pose. A little bit worried with the suit kind of being squared here, but the way that it's folded allows him for that full T pose. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice, dude. Then you get the bicep swivel. You get a bicep swivel. You get the double jointed elbows. This one's a little bit looser than a normal McFarlane coming out of the box, I guess, but you still get that double jointed elbows, and you get the 360 wrists. That just popped right off, but you get the 360 wrists as well. In terms of the torso, you get the 360 on the torso. Decent crunch. Not the best crunch. I can feel it kind of being stopped by his rubber kind of suit here. So that is stopping the crunch a little bit. Going back, same kind of thing. There is like a little bit of a resistance, like a rubbery kind of bounce back from his suit. So not the best articulation, not gonna lie. You get that side to side, pretty good side to side. Mm, not the best also. And then let's talk about the leg. Okay, so you get a kick up, pretty decent. Kick back, you're gonna be stopped by this rubber here, so that makes sense. You get that double, the crotch joint that McFarlane's known for. You guys see there, nothing crazy going on here. Pretty decent range of articulation on the leg. You get the double jointed knees, nice crunchy double jointed knees. I like the way McFarlane does the knees, and then okay, kind of a no, you do get the 360. Okay, I was worried a little bit. So you do get the 360 on the ankle, being stopped a little bit by the pants, so you're not going to be able to go back as far as you want, but you do get a toe articulation, of course, McFarlane's signature, dude. So overall, I gotta say that the articulation isn't the best. I mean, how articulated is your Joker need to be, right? Like, he's not gonna be doing a ton of high kicks and that sort of thing. So I guess I guess for the articulation, it's not the biggest deal. I think the look of it though, they nailed it. I mean, this is the definitive McFarlane Joker. Like, this is gonna look so sick on my. Let's see if I can show you guys right here. All the villains, all the DC villains right here. You got the Penguin, you got Zuran R, you got Bane, you got Sinestro, you got Deathstroke. So this will go right over there, man. A great addition to the DC villain shelf. I think they nailed it. Great look for the Joker. Great. I mean, that face sculpt is really good, man. Like, that's a crazy maniacal Joker if I've ever seen one, dude. So let me know what you guys think of the McFarlane Joker, the classic digital. I don't do the digital, like whatever, the NFTs or whatever. I just do the figures, man. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Joker, the Joker McFarlane. Thank you guys for watching, though. Another new comic book weekly. Join me again next week. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but it'll be around 4 p.m. Eastern. And we'll probably unbox the Scarecrow if I have to guess, dude. So maybe in the month of November we'll call it Villain Month and do some villain unboxings. It's supposed to be October for Spooky Month, but technical difficulties. So yeah, dude, we got LD Wheeling saying the head sculpt is fire, dude. So shout out LD Wheeling, and thank you guys for joining another new comic book weekly. Again, I don't know what we're gonna be talking about. Maybe we'll be doing our pull list on the indie side. Maybe we can look through the DC Connect. You guys have any interest in that? DC Connect. I got a Marvel free preview. We can flip through these. Um, maybe go through the Lego catalog. I don't know. Maybe. These are just ideas that I have, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you guys for watching. New Comic Book Weekly. Really appreciate it. Every Monday around 4 p.m. Thank you guys for watching. Read more comics.